Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures and the time frame is 2000 tick chart. Today's structure on the ES using pure price action started with the downtrend working lower. I connected all the swings at the top. We have a break. We actually have first entry long, second entry long failure. We have mini count reset here. Basically, you can still read it as a first entry long, but it's very close to count reset. It also makes sense to treat this as a visual failed second entry long. Now we have a break push to a new extreme. So now the original downtrend played out. And now what it means, according to market cycle, we can have area of development, and let's see what's going to happen. What is the next cycle? So first of all, I can see that we are not reversing above the EMA. Okay, we're back below, so not bullish reversal. I don't really want to go short just yet, nor there is a trigger below this signal bar, so no short entry just yet. But we just had a break in new extreme, so I gotta remain patient for a while. I want to see some stronger signs of continuation. This failed second entry long is tempting. New high, high side of the pullback, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure. Problem is, you just had a new low. It feels a bit early to go short just yet. We pushed above EMA, which doesn't help. See what's going to happen. And market continues to go lower significantly. So now, after push to new low, there is another significant leg down, which means I'm going to take a look at the higher time frame, for example, 10,000 tick chart. And what I can see is there is a wider channel in play. And I can also find the same channel here on the ES, basically something like this. The first two swings still hold perfectly, bounce here, and it also makes sense to draw this because after new low, you keep pushing lower, you keep pushing lower, and the structure overall looks pretty good. There is not that much empty room inside this channel. So you can see this channel we widened a little bit, but the structure is still pretty much intact, and the downtrend is still the pattern, which means I'm not thinking about buying. Okay, market is going sideways. I can't really take no trade. We're far from the EMA. Bad bar, definitely cannot sell this bar. Nothing pretty much is here, far from the EMA again, so I have to remain patient. Okay, we're pushing above EMA, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw uptrend working higher, because what I can see is the prices are working higher. And also what is important here to note is that this was quite exhaustive spike down. We bounced off the trend channel line, so it makes sense to expect stronger pullback now, especially since if I'm working with market geometry, I have a lot of high lows and higher highs. I don't think I can go long just yet though, because we pretty much traded down significantly. This second entry long is tempting in hindsight, but when you're watching this live like this, you know, you have the main downtrend is working lower. It's very hard to go long just yet. What if the main downtrend is going to kick in? Because bigger patterns, they generally take precedence. We have price action working higher, and our first channel right here has overshoot. It has overshoot like this. The reason why I'm not going to draw a two-tier channel is because number one, I don't have bounce here, but number two, this is the main channel and bigger channel takes precedence, so I'm gonna leave it with the overshoot. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we're breaking below EMA, which means it's acting as overshoot. We can have stronger bearish pullback in the opposite direction, especially if the main trend was bearish. Okay, price action keeps trending lower, keeps trending lower. Okay, we're just chopping lower. I don't think I can take any trade, definitely no long due to overshoot. And I don't even think I can sell because there's no clean trade. We're just slowly but surely chopping lower. We finally have some decisive spike down, which means I'm forced to withdraw a secondary channel. And now the structure is obvious. Okay, the main downtrend needs new low. The secondary channel kicked in. The bias is bearish. So right now as a trader, I want to see second entry short at the exponential moving average. I want to see second entry short at the EMA. Can I get it? No, there's no trigger below this signal bar. I was preparing to go short, but it never happened. And now we're back above EMA. We have lower high here, which is tempting. But what worries me is that we have significant push above EMA. It looks too much like a clean leg up. And this lower high is also quite a neutral bar. This is not a terrible trade. I didn't take it personally. I want to see failed second entry long because this uptrend is in play. We broke above EMA. Good thing is that the two channels need new low, so you have the bias on your side, but I think I have to mark it aggressive, advanced, not really super textbook, because the correction was stronger than we would like, and there was no failed second entry long as a follow-up, so no way to get in safely. Break new extreme, and all downtrends played out. If I'm going to zoom out, every single downtrend or my chart played out. So right now, according to market cycle rules, I'm going to wait, pause looking to go short. We can have correction or reversal. Okay, market is pushing above EMA. Of course, I cannot take high or low. If you have such a trend down with breaking new low, you need a minimum reversal pattern. And the stronger the trend down is, you prefer to have some proven uptrend first and take second entry long. First second entry short reversal pattern is very reliable if the trend is quite short to medium. If the trend is strong and we were walking lower for many hours and you push too far down like 100 points, you really prefer that proven uptrend first. You're back below. So right now EMA is getting flat. We're in the middle of bars. So this means I'm not even looking for trades. I cannot take long and I cannot take short. Okay, downtrend's played out for me to take short. I cannot go long because uptrend played out. It's too congested. I'm not going to play the range just yet because it's too neutral. Everything played out. So I'm just going to remain patient. You can see we're in a long congestion. I cannot take lower high like this. By this time, the support is formed. Really long consolidation. Look how long we've been going sideways. So I'm just going to be patient now. Can't take pretty much anything. Okay. Uptrend played out and we ended up working higher like this. So for a short while, what I did is I drew my channel like this. I was actually expecting reversal and I was looking for second entry long at the EMA. It looks like we may have reversal, but notice what happened. The short-term channel is still in play and there is not even second entry long and you have very strong decisive spike down. So once I saw this, because I have to work with the price action I get, not the price action I want. So I ended up adapting to this pattern. It's actually a repeat pattern of what happened here. Channel overshoot, reversal, channel overshoot, reversal. Okay, you actually have visual. Now this is real technical for second entry long. New high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure. It's a decent trade. Felt second entry long. Personally, I didn't take it again. Just a little bit too conflicting structure. I didn't want to go long directly into this channel. I can also draw it like this, but I cannot ignore the initial trend that started here. So I didn't take it, but because it's a repeat pattern of this, basically this felt second entry long is the same thing that happened right here. You can tell it trapped all the bulls after overshoot. It's going to trap all the bulls after overshoot. I'm going to mark it. It's a little bit harder trade to take. I wasn't as sure because when you're watching this live, you have quite conflicting variables, but it's a decent trade to consider, a good trade to study. I was really hoping we would get some nice second entry short because I redrew my downtrend like this. And I was looking for second entry short because now we have significant spike down. So far, not easy structure to trade, okay? Not that many great easy trades, so I'm still sitting here with no trades because you have a lot of overshoots. You know, this is a decent trade, but you pushed above EMA. Had this pattern form a little bit better, it would have been trade of the day because you have massive runner off this and two downtrends need new low. This is what I like. But right now we have to pretty much just follow the price action, can't argue with it. We're back above EMA, so I cannot take short just yet. Can I get something below EMA? No. Okay. And now we have push down. Okay. There's pretty much nothing for me to take. I can't really sell above the EMA without any key entry point, no nothing. Just a bunch of pushes higher. Okay, we're starting to go sideways, so I have to draw now consolidation. So now we have consolidation phase. You actually have, now I'm looking at this, new low here, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, off the double top. Now the range is just about to be established. By the time you push up, you actually have decent information that you are working with the trend range. So more advanced trader can consider second entry short off the resistance. Can I get lower high below EMA? No lower high below EMA. Okay, I'm gonna redraw the downtrend working lower. I want to be thinking about buying that much because we traded down for the most part. Let's see what's gonna happen. Market keeps reversing down again off the resistance, which is a good sign that we are in a range, but I have to draw a short-term channel and there is no short for me just yet. No lower high. Lower high here would be good because you have overshoot, which can generate stronger pullback. Okay, back to the bottom. According to range rules, you want to buy low, sell high. Okay, no trigger on the second entry short. New low, first entry short, second entry short. There's no trigger below the signal bar. Market is trading higher, so I'm going to redraw a brand new uptrend. Even in trend ranges, I have to redraw brand new uptrend like this. Okay, break, push to new high, uptrend played out. You have a break, push to new extreme. This is a decent fill breakout back into trend range. You can't really take it because the signal bar is weird. You would have to use double bar entry, and it's actually not a bad setup, but you are above the EMA the whole time. The EMA held so many times. I prefer to get lower high here because the break is not as significant. We didn't break below EMA. Upon breaking the channel, can I get lower high? Not a single lower high here nor here, and here, which is unfortunate because few lower highs in a situation like this, after you come off the resistance or fail breakout, these are actually high probability trades because they confirm the failed breakout and the resistance, and it's a really safe trade to consider, especially in the trading range. You expect prices to go to the other side, but today we didn't get any lower high. Okay, small break push to a new extreme. Downtrend played out. Once again, I'm going to redraw the uptrend, and this is getting quite steep. The market keeps pushing higher, so I'm going to redraw. Even wider channel like this. Okay, we're correcting. I'm going to redraw a short-term downtrend a little bit like this. Okay, we have a new high, first entry long, second entry long, counter reset, first entry long, second entry long. So this right here is a high-low confirmation setup of the second entry long. If you reset the count, decent bullish bar, decent high probability setup, high-low confirmation trade. You can get smaller scalp like 10-12 ticks. Actually, it went all the way here, so scalp is made. Otherwise, you have to hold it a little bit longer. Prices keep working higher, so I like drawing spike and a channel pattern. Something like this. You have a break push to a new high. This is actually a decent trade right here. Double high probability setup, new high first entry long, second entry long, new low first entry short, second entry short failure. But look, we already have break a new high. So once again, if you don't have a new high and you're still on the way up to make a new high for the secondary spike and a channel pattern, this would be a great trade because it's a double high probability setup in one. Because you have a break a new high, you know, I really don't want to mark it just yet. Break new extreme, and we have break new high here. So I don't really want to mark it just yet. Maybe more aggressive because it's a double high probability setup. But because you just made a new high, I kind of want to be safe. But you can tell how nicely the EMA and the trend line they're holding. This is a decent trade to consider, although once again, not ideal. We keep working higher. Okay. Then we draw the downtrend working lower. Okay, here I was expecting some bearish reversal, but we had a overshoot. We pushed back above the EMA, so this is telling me, okay, this is probably a bigger pattern, so I'm going to draw wider channel, something like this. I'm going to draw a channel like this. You have a overshoot. Can I get a failed second entry short? I can, but it's not full at the EMA. Had this failed second entry short been a little bit closer to the EMA, I actually would have pulled the trigger. This one, unfortunately, not full at the EMA, which is a shame. Can I get a second entry long to finish the day? No second entry long. We're bouncing off the other side. And now pretty much the market is about to close here. So this is the overall structure for today. It was another difficult day to trade. I didn't take any trade today personally. I see decent trades after the fact, but when I was watching this live, I just didn't feel that comfortable to be taking those trades. So unfortunately, no trades for me. January so far has been quite hard to trade. Not that many great trades. So far, we finally have a decent price action movement. At least it's a little bit faster. But we still don't have as many great opportunities. I can't imagine what it's like to be a novice trader starting out just a few months and trading this. Because I didn't find any good trade today I would be comfortable taking. So if you're a novice trader, you're starting out, this is definitely not normal market we get. Normally we get way more opportunities, easier setups, cleaner second entries. So you don't have to panic. You're not reading this correctly. It's just there's not that many great opportunities. You can see spike down, no trade here, spike down, no trade here. Just a lot of spikes without trades. So I'm just sitting here whole day also not taking trade, but simply something we have to deal with. There are occasionally periods like this when market sucks, but don't be mad at yourself that you can't read it well, you can't find trades, because I can't even find trades. I mean, I can pull the trigger on more of these aggressive ones, but simply the market is not as clean for me to risk more aggressive advanced trades. When the market is choppy like this, I prefer to wait for a little bit easier opportunities to build some capital so I have more money to work with, and then I can take some aggressive trades. So don't get discouraged. Market this week has been particularly difficult to trade. So I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.